Hi everyone, this is Diane. First of all, let me say I did a video yesterday and I uploaded it to CapCut, which is my editing program on my phone. And you know, I always have to flip my video. After I do the video, it is upside down. So I just flip it and then I upload it to CapCut. So I did that, but every time it was right side up, and then when it would upload, it would automatically flip upside down again. So I can't edit it, and I'm not going to post it because it was long and there was stuff in there I wanted to delete, noisy stuff or waiting periods or whatever. So that video is going to be scrapped, unfortunately. And I also wanted to apologize for today's video that you watched. Was available to you on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Because I was doing it in two parts, showing, or maybe it was on Tuesday's video, showing it in two parts, making the cover, because I did one step of it and then the next day I did the rest of it because I had to let the Mod Podge dry. And I didn't realize that the first part of it got cut off. My camera stopped recording, and I didn't realize it until I was editing. So there was an abrupt stop, and then it started again with something totally different. So I apologize for that. I don't know. I'm having trouble. I'm always having trouble with my videos, aren't I? So anyway, I am going to start working on this journal. And this is the Joann's specialty paper that they had for a while. It's kind of bohemian looking, and this was on the front. It was just a strip across the front of the pad, and it had a sample of each of the papers that was inside. I used a part of it for this pocket, and I'll use the other part for this pocket. So as you can see, I just punched a thumb hole there, and I'm going to put a little bit of a embellishment on it. I'm basically embellishing with images from vintage magazines. Let's see if that looks good. We'll go with it. I'm using a lot of images from my vintage and antique magazines. For these journals, and it's really nice to be able to get them out and use them instead of hoarding them. They always seem so special. I'm saving them for something special. I have so many of them, and what is more special than making a journal? Any kind of journal. And I have a card all ready to go in there. Nice tall one with a little bit of lace attached. I'll just take this cover off and work on individual pages instead of having the whole stack on my desk. Okay, so for this, I want to add something here. I don't know if one of these will work for it, but I have these larger pieces, like pages. I could put that on. I'm going to glue it to a lined paper. And that way you'll be able to write on this part where the lined paper is, but I'm going to glue it on as a pocket. So this will be a pocket. And before I do that, I am going to cover this. And I'll cover that with a lined paper so you can draw or write on it. This is a scrapbook paper. Okay, so now we have pieces ready to assemble. I'm just going to mark where I need to have the glue. So I'm going to put the glue from those 2 points all the way around here. Alright, and I'm going to embellish this page with a nice fashion image. And I'm going to cut a piece off of this. This is from the Park Lane Heirloom paper pad from Joann's. And so is the lined paper that I used. And much of the other scrapbook paper, I think has, or I think all of the scrapbook paper, like for the pages and stuff, I think it's all come from that paper pad. So that will be on there, and I'm going to put a fashion lady on it. She's been playing tennis, or maybe about to. She's not dressed in tennis clothes. I'll just trim her elbow off when that's dry. Sorry, lady, I cut your elbow off. And need something for this pocket, which we'll come up with at some point. So other than putting something in that pocket, this page is done. I'm going to put a little lace on this edge. I'm not making this a lacy frilly journal, but a little lace won't hurt. Now, this is about the Gibson girl. This is Charles Dana Gibson, and he is the artist of these images, and lots of fashion images from that era. I know you've seen them. The girl with the hair piled up. I don't have a picture handy, but I don't know. I think I'm going to cover this because in my book I covered one of the pages that I used, and I like that, so let's just do that. So I have a piece of a digital here, digitals that I had already printed. Let's choose an image to go on there first. That way I'll know what color to pick. Might actually want one taller, maybe her, because I want to cut around her form on the pocket edge. Okay, so I'll choose a paper to go on the background, and then another paper, cardstock, pattern cardstock, to be her pocket. Okay, that'll work. Because there's pink in this, so I'll use the same pink that I used for mine, for the pocket. just pressing the edges down. And I can add a little label, a printable label here. And I will add a guest check. And I'll probably end up adding something else in the pocket. Oh, got this pad. This is a darker pink. That takes care of this page for now. I could decorate this with some washi tape or something. But let's move on. Okay, the next page is going to have the shoe pocket. I only have one more of those shoe strips, so the other journal will have to have something else, but it will be just as good. So where is my shoe strip? I kind of have my images divided into tiles. Oh, I think I see it. Yep, there it is. Well, that might look nice on this blue and white wallpaper that I have. So I just need to get a piece of cardstock. I guess I'll use yellow cardstock and I'll be right back. I have two yellows to choose from. That one's pretty bright. This one is more of a gold. But this one goes better with the yellow that's here. And it's not going to be showing much. It's just going to frame it out. I had space at the top of this. I wanted the pocket to go top to bottom, even though the picture didn't. So I added some trim to the top. So hard to cut old magazine paper because sometimes the cutting blade wrecks it. So this isn't a very straight cut on the edge, but I can cut along that line on the back side with my scissors and not tear it up. So there we go. I think I'll bring it down so that I have a big piece at the top that I can add lace to. see if there's a little piece in this box. Someone asked me where I got my flowered box of lace, box that I keep my laces in, and this is a glove box. I have this one and a plain pink one. It's a glove box that is vintage, and I got it at a flea market. I got them both a few years apart, and I got a handkerchief box too that's plain pink that matches my glove box, but I also got that in separately and different year. So I just find them occasionally. These are all kind of wide. They're too wide. What about this piece? Oh, I have this little one. It's the same thing, but it's already been cut. Okay. First, I'll glue this down because some of that lace is going to get glued to the wallpaper. All right. That's 45 minutes, so I'm going to stop right now and start another video, and if I can upload them properly to CapCut, I'll be able to splice them together. Hi everybody, this is Diane. I am back to finish this wallpaper page in the journals that I'm making. And this is a page from my journal, and so this is a page in the one I'm going to sell. So to tuck into the pocket, I have this piece from a 1950s magazine that I backed onto lined paper for journaling and folded it so I can fit it in there because it's too tall to fit without being folded. So let's find something like that. How about that? That was easy. I'm keeping in mind that I have 3 journals to make, so I'm going to look for another one. There's another one I can use. See if I can cut this without tearing up the paper. That worked nicely. And this one's already trimmed up. I'll just clip these together. I won't take the time to glue because I'm not sure if I can edit. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it today. If you missed the first part of the video, I was not able to edit yesterday's video because I have to flip my video right side up after I film it before I upload it to CapCut, which is my editing program that my grandsons uploaded for me and taught me how to use. But when I uploaded yesterday's video, after I flipped it up right side up, I uploaded it, and every time I did it over and over, every time it flipped back upside down. So I didn't edit it and won't be uploading it. So I'm just going to set that aside and let it dry before I fold it. And on the back side of the wallpaper, I want a nice pocket. And I think that would be a fun one. Maybe a belly band. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a belly band. So I'm going to get a piece of blue cardstock, light blue cardstock, I think, to back it with. There's a little nook outside of my craft room, and that is where I have my paper, my cardstock storage, and I have to organize that so I know I've shown it in other videos, at least one, but when I did my craft room tour, I showed my closet in the office, and I showed this room, and I said I would finish organizing that nook so I could show it. So I do have to do that. I forgot about it. So you can see a lot of paper storage there. I have music, plus my piano music is there too. Wallpaper, map pages, and lots of different paper things. My paper dolls are stored there. Now, what could we put in there? Maybe I'll use this one for this third journal because it's like the other ones. Okay, back to what we were doing. I have these two postcards that I got in a Happy Mail. I think I like that. Might be better to have something that fits in that way, though. Yeah, that is nice, but let me see what else I have. I like the way the burgundy sticking out looks. It's not like competing with this, so I think I'm going to stick with that, but maybe I could stick this behind that. knocked a tray off my project cart. Sorry about that. There. And I'll just fold this up and tuck this in here. And I don't know what I'm doing, if anything, to the inside. Maybe nothing. Maybe that will be something for you to decorate. Okay, next page is a dyed page. My piles are getting mixed up. This is the pile I want. Individual figures, or figures that they could be pairs or cut apart. I just want one that I can glue onto the page. I'm saving the tall girls for the shaped pockets and stuff. Maybe this one. Maybe I'll have her elbow lined up with one of the lines on the grid. And I want to add a little bit of collage, just a little bit. I have these numbers that are, I think they're pretty, from Amity Bloom. So I can just tuck one of those behind her. And this is a stamped and embossed piece. It's on cardstock. It's going to be hard to tear it. I'm just going to cut. Just a cut. And this is a stamped word. I think that's from a Kathy Holden set, her flea market set. So that's Fancy Goods. I could pick those things out more quickly because I already picked them out for my page. And I'm going to ink around this. Sketch a little line there for her to lean on. That's all I have done on that page so far. Okay, here's something I did in the video that I couldn't upload. I'm going to make a little tablet. And it's going to be fastened with one of these. I forgot what they're called. So I'm going to take one of each color. I just took these 8.5 by 11 pages and cut them in half. And I'll cut them off there. Where's the part I have to take off? Okay. This one doesn't want to move. There. I don't have, oh, there it is. Okay. That's the part I had to take off. This one was, I don't know, that one was easier. Okay, so I have my prongs straight up, perpendicular to the base. And I just marked where they're going to be sitting. And I marked at the top, just a little dot at the top and the bottom, so I can line them up, I guess. And before I put my prongs back in, I'm going to add something to the top to make it look pretty. I just go with polka dots. Polka dots are fashionable. The reason I'm doing this is because I like the map pages and didn't want, well, my camera just shut off again, but this time I heard the little bleep as it shut off. And I had to delete some stuff from my phone to make more storage space. So I did upload the 2 sections of video that I already did to CapCut, and they ended up right side up, so I will be able to edit them. So we'll just do a little bit more So I did punch my holes into the decorative piece, and now I'll just put the prongs through the holes, lay this part on top, and slide both of the slides over, and then that one, and then slide them over. All right, so that's just a fun little addition to that. And then I'm going to just glue this to the page, and you'll be able to write on these 4 papers and still see the map underneath. And since it's metal, I'm going to use my glossy accents to glue it on. I'm going to put a pocket on the back side, but glossy accent takes a while to dry, so I'm not going to flip it over yet. These are my possible pockets, my pile of possible pockets. I think I'll put her on. I think she'd go well with the... She got glued to something else. She would go well with the map, is what I was trying to say. So obviously she was glued into something at one time. I probably removed her from a scrapbook. And that's probably why these flowers got torn. I'm just going to see if I possibly have some flowers that could fix that. That looks good. There's a lot of color on this page, so something like this. This one might be too tall. Yeah, I probably should have left the top of her head open. I don't know. I'll find something to go in there. And I probably have, out of these 3 sections of video that I'm going to have to splice together, I probably have more than 45 minutes to keep, so I better call it quits here. But you can see what I'm doing, using a lot of fashion images on these fun pages. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.